Be a person of courage. Now, I was watching a podcast not too long ago about being a masculine man, right? And one of the concepts, one of the things that they really held on to was the topic of just being courageous. Now, although this was a podcast about being a real man and being masculine, I think this is a very viable advice for anyone, whether male or female, to be a more courageous person. And when I really think about it, it starts off with the small things, like the simple act of being able to just say what's on your mind. The simple act of being able to express your true intentions in a situation without being afraid of what anyone else would think. Because if you start with those small things, they will inevitably lead to that big moment where you can really show up. You know, it took a while for me to develop courage, at least to the extent that I do have now. And by no means do I have it to the level that I want it to be. I think I'm still a long ways away from being where I want to be with that. But there is a notable change. And the change is big when you're able to express yourself the way you want and how you visualize it to be. It's quite nice. Now, I know many of you, for sure, I know many of you are probably a lot more courageous than I am. So, if anything, just let me know what makes you a courageous person? What gives you courage in any situation, really? Because when I think about it, for me, it's when, and I'm a Muslim now, so when I'm at my most highest courageousness, or when I have the most courage, it's when I am the closest to God. When I'm the closest to Him, when I am not really worrying too much about worldly things, but more so just focusing on the spirituality of it all. The closer I get to Him, the more courage I feel, the less fear I have. That's what I certainly believe. But everybody has their own way of feeling courageous. But for me, I guess the advice I would give in regards to that is to be authentically you. Honestly, I think that's really it. I think at times, now let me know what you guys think, but it could be that we are lacking authenticity, which is why at times we're not as courageous as we want to be. We're trying to be something that we're not. So when it does come out, it comes out as, a little jaded. We're not fully authentically us. And I think that's the reason why sometimes we're not courageous in the situation. At least that's what I can say for me. I don't know, maybe some of you guys could resonate. But personally for me, that's when I feel like I'm not the most courageous, is because I'm trying to be something I'm not. Really, self-evaluation is quite the thing, man. Because when you just sit down with yourself sometimes, right? And you just think to yourself about everything up until now in your life, there's a lot to really get out of it. So be courageous. Figure out what is stopping you from doing that. And what I would encourage you to do as well is to basically just take 15 minutes out of your day and just put your phone to the side and just think about your character, how you've treated people up until now, how you've reacted to people treating you, how you've dealt with stressful situations, how you've even dealt with good moments, and really see what you can improve upon. Because I think that self-evaluation really goes a long way. Don't overthink it now, but just simply look at your life and ask yourself, what can I improve, And I think doing so will help you develop a courage, because at the end of the day, what is there really to fear? Really? We're all gonna die one day. So what is there to fear? Other than death, right? But even so, that's a whole nother story though. That's a whole nother story. But let me know what you guys think about this video. I hope you guys got something out of this. But I also want to get something out of you guys as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the concept of courage. What gives you guys courage in the light of tough situations? I'd like to know. But in any case, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned to the next one.